Hi, I'm Christina from Christina's Fabrics, and today I'm going to show you how to make an envelope pillow or cushion cover. It's a really easy project and it's great for beginners. Okay, so let's get started. What you're going to need is you're going to need a half a yard of fabric, and you're going to need a 14 by 14 inch pillow like this one. So for your fabric, you're going to need to cut it into 3 pieces. Your first piece is going to be a 14 by 14. And the reason why it's a 14 by 14 is because that is the size of the cushion cover that we're making today. For the back of it, you'll need to cut 2 pieces. And the way to get the measurements for the back of it is you're going to add 6 inches to the 14. So now it becomes 14 by 20, and you're going to cut it in half, and you'll end up with 2 pieces, 14 by 10, and they're going to look just like this. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take these 2 pieces and you're going to need to sew a 1/4 inch hem in one side of each piece. So you're going to do that in the long side. So when you take this to the iron, make sure you have the wrong side facing you. Now for me, it's really hard to tell which one is the wrong side because I'm using a petite, and the petites, both sides look pretty much the same. There's very little difference. So I'm going to say that this is the wrong side because it's a little bit lighter than the front. Okay, so the right side will be facing down on the ironing board, and the wrong side will be facing you. And what you're going to need to do is you're just, I'm going to pull this over here so you can see this. You're just going to eyeball this, fold it over, and the iron is going to chase your fingers all the way across. It's good. You're going to do it again. I'm going to fold it over one more time. Makes it a nice clean fold. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here we go. There's one side done. Now we're going to do the other side the exact same way. Okay, so this one here, right side facing the ironing board, wrong side facing up. So let me check that again. Okay, here we go. Same thing again. 1/4 inch all the way across, and you're doing this on the long side only. One of the sides on each piece. Fold it over again. The iron run across with you, holding it down as you go. There we go. Just move this back out of the way. Oops. There we go. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so both sides, we have ironed a hem. I don't know if you can see that, but so now we're going to take it to the sewing machine and we're going to sew right across that piece, just to hold it down. Probably have to take this over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're gonna, I don't worry about back stitching when we're doing these hems because it's all going to be sewn in at the end anyway. I got that stuck in a hole, so let's do it again. Right off the end. There we go. Now we're going to do the other side. Same thing. We're just sewing that hem down. Go. Straight across. And once we get this done, we're going to be just about finished. Believe it or not. That's how quick this project is. You can make really nice cushions doing it this way. So we put that back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to match this all up, and then we're going to sew all the way around. Okay, so right side, this is the right side facing up. Okay, so this is my right side. It's going to face down so that the right sides are together. Your hem in the middle. Okay, so line this all up. Good, because we're going to pin it all down. Same thing here. This seam facing you, okay, that ridge facing you, right sides down. Seam in the middle. Okay, now we're going to pin it. Just going to pin it all the way around. Put as many pins in here as you like. You just want enough in here to hold it so it doesn't come apart when you're sewing it. I like to sew the seams, the middle seams here that we made, so that it works as a marker. So when you're sewing around, you'll backstitch on these two, and that will just sort of secure that seam, make it a little stronger, so that when you're opening and closing that pillow, it will not rip open. Okay. There we go, there's that seam. And I just take my finger here, feel for the other one, stick a pin in there. This petite fabric is pretty tough. That's why I like to use it. It works really well for this. Washes nice. And it is 100% cotton. It's just tougher cotton. Okay, so now we're going to take a sewing machine and we're just going to sew it. We're going to sew it all the way around. And then we're going to take it, cut the corners off, the right side out, and we're going to be done. So I sew 1/4 inch around. You can sew 1/2 inch if you like, totally up to you. Back stitch on the corners, back stitch at the beginning and the end. And so I do like the back stitch on all of the corners, because that makes the corners secure as well. Coming up to a corner here, my back stitch, put it around, back stitch again, and then I'm just going to carry it. Okay, so that was the center seam, back stitch over that. Comes the other center seam. I'm going to back stitch over that. I'm going to come up to the corner, back stitch. Okay, going to back stitch again. This side doesn't have a seam, so we don't have to worry about back stitching over the seams here. But are coming up to a corner here. Back stitch. Turn it around. Back stitch. There we go. Seams on this side, so we're going to back stitch over the seams. Here comes the other one. Back stitch. Okay, coming to the end. That's good. Take it out. Cut off the strings. Now, I'm just going to quickly trim these corners. And that just makes for a smoother corner. Once you put your cushion in there. So just go around and clip off those pointy pieces. That's all you need to do. Just the pointy pieces. Take your pins out. I need my little magnetic pin tool there. There we go. This is it, folks. We're done. There we go. I'm going to turn it right side out. Same here. You can just sort of fiddle with this and get the corners to come out. Like that. If you have a corner turner, you can use it. Works great. I actually have these online if you'd like to get one. This one is plastic. Works good. I also have the bamboo ones as well. And this fabric, if you like this fabric, I have this online as well. And it's in the petite section. Okay. We're just going to take this to the iron, and we're going to quickly iron all the way around it, just to make it all nice and neat here. My sewing machine is on top of the cord. There we go. Just gonna iron it out. There we go. Looks all nice. Looks good. We're just gonna open her up here. Put the cushion in. There we go. You'll just have to play with it a little bit until you get it in the way you want it. Here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. This was my very first video. Might have been a few mistakes in there that you may have caught. I don't know. If you did, you know, you're just gonna have to forgive me. That's all. My next one will be better, I promise. Okay, so there we go. There is a beautiful cushion cover. There's the back. You put it in there. And I made this one before. Okay, this is an eagle. Same way. And both of these fabrics you can buy online at Christina's Fabrics, onlinesuperstore.ca. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.